Oh, there we go.
We're alive.
Hey, I'm so happy to see you, my friend.
I'm happy to be here with you.
It is episode 4. It is episode 4 of Unfiltered and Empowered, where my good friend Kim and I talk about real, raw issues that we want to know about and we think you want to know about. And I have to apologize first off, to our 3 subscribers that we normally do this on Tuesday. But I asked Kim if it would be okay with you because it was my niece's 6th birthday on Monday, and I really wanted to sign her up for dance class as a gift. And the first class was Tuesday from 6 to 7, which made this nearly impossible. And I just love that I have that flexibility with what we do in this space, and that I'm not allowed, but I have the ability to be present and part of these moments. And oh my gosh, she absolutely loved it. It was a tumbling dance class to music. So fun.
Oh, and you got to, I'm sure you filmed it.
No, they don't let you in the class. You can kind of have a peek, but you got to sit in the waiting room. Most of the parents leave. But I, as auntie, I could not leave because if that girl came out and I wasn't there,
yes,
I would get the tapuna, as my Portuguese grandmother used to say.
What does that mean?
The punch in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, tapuna and cabeça in the head.
Well, I remember that day when you were saying this and you're like, oh my God, we have that. It's like, well, so what? Yeah. I mean, we can. It is so nice, you guys, because, I was in that real world where if I clocked back in 1 minute early, that was a major problem. Even if you did it late, anyway, it was crazy. Yeah. So we're flexible here. But, today's a day. I just heard on the news there's, these national days.
Yeah.
It has to do with food.
Oh.
And it's a food that you do eat this food. It's not, I don't think in your regular diet, but it's in tacos. So today's National Hamburger Day.
Oh, hamburger. Okay.
Do you eat burgers? Do you eat like a whole burger?
I love a good burger. It is my second. It is. I when I make them at home, I use lettuce buns. But I love a good burger. It's my second favorite food.
Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. So what would you no worries about what's in it and calories and how bad it is and how bad you're going to feel. What are you going to get?
No, I don't get a junk food burger. Like when we make burgers at home, we use local meat. So we know that the ground beef is from one cow and not like all the cows, like in the grocery store where they put all of that meat and then grind it up. And then of course we do a lettuce bun and, little pickles, some mayo, some mustard. So it's actually not that bad.
Well, that's not at all. So that would be the one you would choose.
Yeah, that's what I make at home.
Always. Okay, that would be the one. I didn't know if there was a favorite burger somewhere that you had.
Oh yeah, there is a favorite burger that I have, but also it's really not that bad because there is a general store. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Kim, they play 50s music. It's all set up like a 50s store. They've got like a little diner and they make burgers there. They make their own buns. So they're homemade buns that they make every day. All local ingredients as well. That's my favorite burger, I think, in the city. How about you? What do you do? Would you eat a burger?
I can't remember the last time.
No.
But I do like some of those. Have you seen those little, I don't even know what they're made out of. I think of it. It's, I'm not even sure what kind of, it's not soy. I know that, but they're actually delicious. I have to look up what that is, but so something like that I might do, but I was never into beef that much, really.
Yeah.
Not my thing. But yeah, so I think we were going to be talking about some H2O though today, because we have this like really cool water challenge going on.
Yeah, I know. I love this, that they're doing this water challenge. Oh, and we've got some draws to do too.
Oh yeah, you want?
I'm not trying to show you my handsome husband there, but we'll do those draws in a second. I just want to make sure that it stays up there. Yeah, there's this incredible water challenge that we're doing, and Kim, you drink a lot of water. Like I drink a good 3 of these today. I drink probably a little more than half my weight in ounces. Would you say you do the same?
I try to. I mean, I think about it's in the nitro, it's in my smoothie, it's in with the greens. You know what I do? I do a lot of water. I
Yeah.
don't put just 8 ounces. I put and then I
No.
keep adding and I keep adding ice and I keep adding and
Yeah.
so but yeah. Then in between, I try to have water. So I still think I could get more for
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a water guide freebie thing too.
Oh, tell me.
Yes. Oh my God, this beautiful guide, you guys. It's a freebie. You guys put below if you want a freebie. We will get this for you, a free water guide. Okay. It's not just like drink water. There's lots of trips and
Yeah.
tips there.
There's lots of tips and tricks. And
Like what you're doing.
I'm just getting myself a greens here because I am actually quite thirsty. I've got a full glass of water here. I've got my greens here. You should see me when I leave the house. I'll have like my Nueva Nootropic coffee. I'll have this with a cap on. I'll have my water. I have to make 3 trips to the car to put them
You
in.
have drink cups? Where do you do them all?
Well, this fits in the cup holder.
Yep. Yeah.
This one has a lid. And then I usually I'm actually going to make a funny reel about this, but I don't know if any women on here are watching, but do you ever drink a cup of coffee in the car in a mug that's open? Like, is anybody as daring as I am to do that? And I'm the klutziest of the klutzy. If there's something to be spilt, dropped, broken, I'm going to do it. But if you do that, I feel that is a skill that I learned in my 20s on the dance floor at the bars with my alcoholic drink in hand, not spilling a drop, has converted exactly. and, and now,
what if it spills all over you? It's all hot and stuff.
I've only ever spilt a cup of coffee on my lap once, and it wasn't a coffee that I brought in a mug. It was one that I got at a coffee shop. So yeah, no, I'm pretty good with it. Like I just, I'm driving and got my coffee. I can even do my seatbelt. It's a skill that I translate from my 20s on the dance floor, drink in hand, jumping up and not spilling a drop.
Good for you, girl. Be careful with the greens. We just warn people. The greens are so good. Love them. I just finished mine because I spilled the last of mine on my desk here. You guys, green teeth. You got to just, beware of that. You got to make sure of that as you're sucking down your greens.
Green teeth?
Well, you get some greens in you because that if you it gets in there.
Oh, okay. Well, mine's really blended really well. And it's so good. Anyway, so the hydration challenge. So we've got a free guide.
Yes.
Everybody's going to want it. Tips, tricks. Of course, water is directly related to your weight, right? Like if you're not drinking enough water, you're never, ever going to lose weight. So I love that free challenge. And I think there's actually some really great prizes people can win with that challenge.
There is. Yeah. Definitely. We will hook you guys up with the challenge, with the freebie, with all the stuff because we want to be part of this. You can do this. Yeah. I still remember the tip with water. It's funny, way back when I was in my heavy days, and my friend Kathy, if she's watching, and she's in Australia now. Anyway, she was so thin, and I'm like, how do you not eat at a party and then go home and not eat? Like I wouldn't eat at a party, but I would go home, and you're wired after that, and the old fashioned days we had a lot of work to do after. Anyways, and she said, I just have a big glass of water and I go to bed. And I'm like, oh, I started doing that. That was like the first change I made. You guys, wow. Sometimes when you think you're hungry, but you may not be. You might just have your water. All right.
My husband and I joke that my mother-in-law, she's amazing. She walks 10 kilometers a day. She is 80.
Wow.
84.
Oh my gosh.
She just started drinking water.
mean? How does she not drink water? Just like coffee and then
I think baby boomers and earlier, they just don't do it.
my mother doesn't do it. You're right.
Yeah.
She drinks juice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't
She
that
drinks
so?
water.
And
Oh,
I'm just like, how are you alive? Like, plants need water. You mean animals need water?
but then again, their apples were a real apple back then.
True
How
enough.
much of that apple are we getting today? Remember we did that funny live that time, and it was like, you think you're doing good for this, but wait, there's pesticides. Hold on. You got to beware of that. You better buy organic. Now, is organic really safe?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Are you getting that much more nutrition out of an organic apple? I mean, it's the soil. Haven't we just overdone this soil to death?
Okay. Well, I didn't know we were getting into a
Oh,
conversation
I don't know.
about
I got on that rabbit trail with that.
I get on a soapbox. I'm going to apologize right now. Okay, people.
She's going to let it rip.
But I am going to let it rip. If you go into the grocery store, here's what I think is wild. I was talking about this I was talking with some people last night about this, actually. You go into the store, huge fruits and vegetables. And if you don't know by now, there's only two sections. Two aisles you should be going down in the grocery store, and they're on the outside, right? Just skip all those aisles in the middle that have got a million processed ingredients. But you go to the fruits and vegetables, and there's all, it's this big, huge section. And then there's this little tiny organic section.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, what's the difference between organic and the others? Well, if you look on this, when you type because now you gotta check your own groceries. I don't know how it is where you live, but I gotta check my own groceries. And like each fruit and vegetable has a number it starts with.
Yeah.
If it starts with a 4, throw it out the door.
Really?
Because that means that the pesticides, the glyphosate, are in the roots and inside the fruit and vegetable. You can't wash it off. You are eating glyphosate, you are eating the pesticides. There's no way to get rid of it. If it starts with a 9, it's fine.
You mean the SKU thing, that long number that you're well, it's usually 4-digit though here. I don't know if it's the same.
It's a 4-digit number.
Okay.
And if it starts with a 4, throw it out the door.
They purposely put a 4 if it's
That's how they figure out, like, if you go to the organic section, you'll see that it all begins with a 9. 4-digit code starts with a 9. Okay. And if it's 9, it's fine. That means that you can wash off the pesticides. If it's a 4, it's in there. It's in the root system. It's inside the veg. If it's a 3, it's what's 3? There's like a funny saying for each. 9 is fine, 4 out the door. 3 is like there's absolutely no nutrients in it whatsoever. And like when they spray the water on the stuff in the green leaf section and that's got chlorine in it. So you got to make sure you're washing that like with a good like baking soda, water, a little bit of vinegar is good too, or like a fruit vegetable wash. But yeah, so I'm just fascinated that the healthiest fruit is the smallest section.
And the most expensive always, and not much.
Always the most expensive.
Doesn't always look good, doesn't it?
You got to pay more to not put chemicals on your food.
Yeah. But go back to the soil for a minute. That's not curing the soil.
What's that? No, the soil. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
organic is organic. Okay, we got that. But the soil has been still done to death, right? So
exactly. So it depends what you're getting. Like, I don't know. Depends how big the organic farm is, how the farmer's taking care of the soil. Are they putting nutrients back in the soil? Like, I shop from an organic farm here. So like, I know I'm getting more nutrients, and I do grow some of my own vegetables up until I moved to this fancy log cabin. So do you get more nutrients? Probably a little bit, but not much. It all depends on the farmer, the soil. Our soil is depleted. We talked about like, you need to eat like 50 apples today to get the same nutrients as 1 apple in the 1950s.
I mean, that's just crazy. Well, this is why I really do love the greens. Besides they taste so good, is because I know as much I like fruit, I like vegetables.
Me too.
I never eat that many. And now you get less than you even think you're getting. But these, when we learned at the Destin retreat, how these are like juiced down and then like, oh my God, the whole process. And it takes so long to, grow the vegetables to get that. I mean, this is a big deal, how good and like, well, you can talk about it more than me as far as
Yeah, super nutrient dense, right? Like spirulina is one of the most nutrient dense products on the planet. It is, and you can't taste it in here at all. This just tastes like pineapple raspberry juice. So super good. And then you got your broccoli. And there's so many greens out there. I don't know if anybody here has ever had some greens, but they're usually I used to Google how to disguise the taste of greens because I wanted the goodness, but I was like, gosh, these are so bad.
You choke it down or you put it in a smoothie. But Cassandra was telling us, our product developer, or I don't know what exactly her title, but she was telling us that the reason those you might as well, you guys don't spend, if you're going to spend money on greens in the store that are light green, and they have a ton of ingredients, you think a ton's good, you're getting a sprinkle. That's all you're getting is a pinch. And you're better off going to your own lawn, mowing it, come in, put it in your blender, and do as best you can. And she said, she stood up there and said in front of everybody, she was so funny. She goes, all you're going to do is fat, because her accent, you're going to fat, you're going to fart, you're going to fart, you're going to fart. And that's because we are not made like a cow to eat grass. We don't have a 4-part stomach to digest that. So that's why we don't feel good on some of those green things. But she did such a great job with those greens. Oh my God. I drink them all afternoon. And I just add more. I love them so much.
I know. I do have 2 a day. I have them in my smoothie, and then I also have one of these later in the evening. I just love it. I just feel so much better drinking it. I don't know. Yeah, it's been incredible. But
we have to talk about the other thing though. We got about 10 minutes left. We want to do the wheel and then we'll talk about.
Okay, yeah. So we were doing, and we should do this again for anybody who's watching if you want to get on this, because I think this was good. What we did was anybody that's opened a new account with us, they were, if you see in the right hand corner there's a little $10 gift wallet. Anybody that opened up a new account, they got $10 US deposited into their gift wallet as a customer to use should they decide to make a purchase, but it wasn't necessary to get in on this draw. And so I think we've got like 80 people that got in on this draw, and I'm giving away 6 samples of this. So you want to just say what this is while I do the draw?
Oh my God, you guys, these little tiny things are so powerful. Okay. What is it going to do? It is going to take all that obsessive food noise and it's going to shut it down. You're not going to even think about it at all. Food's just not important anymore. And you're just make good choices. You're going to have like this great focus, calm focus, like methodical thinking, no squirrel brain, like 10 tabs open on your computer like that. Okay. But seriously, it creates more pathways in your brain for the neurons, more capacity, and you feel good because of the serotonin, dopamine. And I mean, it has some release of that. So if you feel good, and it supports your body with a very, very important amino acid. There's one more.
Yeah.
Wolverine with all the soft tissue. So it is amazing product, you guys. This has surpassed everything else now.
Yeah.
This one is just, and you feel it right away.
Yeah.
So you're going to win 5 days. You guys, you are going to know, and you are going to love how you feel.
Yes, we're going to give away 6 packages. We got 6 winners. Hey, would you be, I don't have any pen and paper here. Do you have pen and paper to write down the winners? Well, you know what? We have the recording.
We do, but I'll write it anyway.
Okay, so I'm going to tap to spin. We're going to see who our first of 6 winners is. Doing this live here. Okay, what does it say? Oh, Kim, it's one of your people, Katie C.
Oh my God, Katie Chisholm, she's going to be on tonight with our this thing I'm doing. Oh my gosh! Yay.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we'll have to talk about that thing because that thing is. I want to go to that thing too. Okay, so what does this say here? Remove, close. Okay, close. Okay, so let's do it again. Okay, winner number 2. Robert W. with Brittany Geis.
Robert?
Congratulations, Robert W. Yay. Okay, so let's do close and that have our third winner.
Okay.
This is so fun.
It is. You guys
Okay,
are gonna love it.
give us some love in the comments.
Yes. Yeah, put in the comments, you guys, too, if you're taking Elevate, how you feel.
Eric with Christine Drake.
Eric.
Congratulations, Eric.
Woo! Hey, Eric.
I can't wait for these people to try this. I mean, the focus is on point with this thing. If you have any brain fog, whoa, this is really going to. Okay, so this is number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon with Marie Esposito.
Well, her birthday's today.
It is her birthday today. I haven't even sang to her yet.
Oh, she's gonna love that she won. Her person won. Number 5.
Christy with Mandy. So exciting. Okay, so I think we have, was that number 4 or number 5?
Number 5.
That was number 5?
Yep, just one more.
Okay, one more. Our last winner is Chelsea with Brittany B.
Chelsea.
Brittany Bonan. Okay. I mean, I love giveaways. Hey, oh my gosh, you know what we should? Oh, oops. We're doing a massive giveaway this week.
We are doing a massive giveaway on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even think about telling everybody about that. This is a really big deal. We wanted to celebrate the end of May. May is my birthday month, you know, me and Maria Esposito. And we are doing a summer block party event on Zoom. We're talking all things wellness. We're talking slim into summer. You know, I think so many people go into the year with good intentions and then summer hits and they're like, I didn't do the things I thought I was going to do. And so, of course, we can support you in that. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be doing some giveaways. But one thing we're going to be doing, I'm super excited to share, is I'm going to be giving away the Rolls Royce of blenders. I don't know if anybody gets as excited as me about blenders, but I own a Vitamix. If you own a Vitamix, let us know in the comments. I love a good blender because you can make your own nut butters. You can make soup in this thing, like hot soup. No pot, no stove required, just right in the blender. I've made potato leek. I've made pumpkin soup in there, a carrot soup. So good. It washes itself. Honestly, if it only could do the rest of my dishes. And, and of course, it's amazing for smoothies. Like you can do so much with this blender.
Margarita. You would make margaritas, right? Could you make?
Oh yeah, you could make margaritas. Yeah, exactly.
Thing. It's like my blenders are much smaller, but yeah, isn't it like size? Yeah,
like like those other blenders that you can maybe put a spatula in. No, you can't do that with this. It's much too powerful. It comes with its own special plunger to use while you're making it. I make mayonnaise and make my own mayonnaise in there. I mean, it's just the bee's knees when it comes to I don't know why I've started saying bee's knees. I feel like
I think it's a Canadian thing. I've heard you say that. I'm like,
I don't know if it's a Canadian thing. I feel it's like a thing from the 1960s. Like it's something like my grandmother might say, the bee's knees.
That's not like that.
Yes, we're doing this fun event. So anybody wants to come, we'll send you a special link. I mean, it's fun, it's chill, it's a lot of fun, I think.
Yep. It's really fun, you guys. Like, I know for me, I only have 10 spots. I'm down to, I got 7 left, you guys. So if you want to be in on that, it's free to get on. And then you could win some prizes. And we are getting ready for summer. I know that a lot of people felt like where I'm from, New England, it was a rough winter. And you guys had a rough winter. And people, when you don't get out a lot because of all the snow, the wind, the rain, again, not as bad as you guys with the snow, but it was miserable there. And they're just now coming alive. And oh my God, here comes we've been in shorts for months here, but it's like, oh, we're facing this. And I think people are saying, okay, maybe I need to, get a little bit fit.
Yeah,
So,
like my tulips are just breaking out of the ground.
wow.
Like it's just starting to green up here. The lawn is just turning from like brown to green. Maybe another week we'll mow it for the first time. It's so funny. But you know what I was going to say about this and why I called it a block party? It's all online, is because people can come and they can win prizes and get lots of ideas and all sorts of good stuff. But when people come with a few friends, they're going to get rewarded with free shopping credit if their friends decide to make a purchase. So it's kind of like you could make it like a little like online party for yourself and then get some of these products, maybe the greens we shared and the Elevate we shared tonight,
Right. Well, if you see some things you guys like, we have a virtual catalog with we could, get you hooked up with that. And it's a great way to have your own host program. Most
Yeah.
of us know how that works. And we can do Zoom parties. So why not make one big one? It's the same thing. You just give your friends the link, just inviting them, give them the link, pass it on. Yeah.
So, hey, I know you're doing a thing tonight. I think we should do a plug for it because I really think it's amazing what you're doing. So, and before I say that, I was just thinking about the cortisol. Now, today I went for a mammogram. So, ladies, I just want to get your tatas checked. I know it's uncomfortable. It was actually the least painful one I've ever had. Like, I really wanted to take a picture. When they put your boob in there and then they flatten it like a pancake?
Yes.
Have you ever seen your boob? Do you ever look down and see what it looks like?
Oh,
I've never looked. Today was the first time I did it, and I really wanted to take a picture.
Social media. I started thinking.
I was like, look at this thing. Like, you look down, you're like, what? It's like this, misshapen. I'm like, oh my goodness. Anyway, I was thinking about your cortisol thing tonight because, as you get older, you're at risk for all sorts of different things. And I know you've been going through some things. And so you're doing this cortisol, crack the code.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how did that come about?
I am now knee deep in all this stuff, and it's I'll be sharing tonight, with everybody on the Zoom. So if any of you ladies, if you have there's a whole list. I mean, I got a little quiz we're going to take so you can figure out where you're at. We're going to explain the basics of what I never realized when I hear the word cortisol, I just groan. In knee jerk it's a stress hormone. Yuck. And we need cortisol. It like controls like everything, like that whole access in your brain. It controls so much. And I'm realizing now, like all these years I had so many gut issues. That's always my instant flare up is the gut. I always heard we have a weak spot. Most people have. For me, that's what it is the gut. Well, it's so controlled by cortisol. So much that whole gut brain axis, the vagus, runs that whole. They're talking to each other, and all that stress going there and creating all the problems. I can almost guarantee now, looking back, that is related. Menopause started a lot of those changes. And when you take away the estrogen, I'm learning you take away the buffer. It's like it's such a buffer with everything. And when you're stripped of that, it's just so fun, all this stuff. But anyway, so a lot of stuff was going on that I was noticing that wasn't like me. And you got to witness one of those times in Orlando. And it was our launching the company, and it was like 500 people. And Tammy and I have been in groups of, 10,000 people. So it wasn't the number, it wasn't any of that, but I just couldn't hack it. And I melted down, and I never blunted so hard. I didn't even know what that word meant. I'm just learning. Like I could have been on fire and I wouldn't have cared. It was just strange to crash from these things. And so I started looking, how did this happen? What's going on? And so yeah, I've cracked a lot of stuff open. I'm just cracking it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, because it's different for men. I'm learning that, but I haven't gotten so deep there. But they are affected too. But we are affected a lot more because of that drop in estrogen at menopause.
Mm,
That's when the worst time for people, you guys with cortisol issues, 45 to 55. That's
mm.
your worst. So that's where you are, my friend. I'm later, but now it's catching up with me too. I mean, nobody's immune. They say when
No,
there's big changes like teenagers, hormonal, when it's like that kind of thing. But there's so much pressure on 30-year-olds, 40, starting a family and career, and that 45 to 55, you still some have children at home still, right? At that age. And you're dealing with careers, and then you're having menopause, and it's just I mean, some people, if you're lucky, menopause is the kids are out. If you had them really young and you're done with that, and maybe you're almost retiring, most people aren't that lucky. And that's
mhm.
all converging, and it's such a hard time. And so it's doing all these things. You get stubborn. Your body gets really, it's trying to protect you, but it's doing that, we talked about this when I got home from this retreat. I gained, you guys, a pound a day for 5 days. Okay. And I didn't really gain, it wasn't fat, but I literally gained, and I'm like, what is this? What is going on? Because I monitor that because of my weight issue. And it's been 25 years, but I still do it because it's anyway. But I all through the abdominal wall, and you said you had some of that, and you notice it. It was a thickening, and it wasn't bloat because I know what that. And like, what is this? And of course, oh well, it's classic textbook. You're holding on to. I guess there's a hormone, I can't remember the name of it. It begins with A, that it sucks all the sodium in the water and it
Mm.
hangs it all there. And there's the cortisol belly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I just admire you so much on your deep dives and learning. Like, it's fascinating to me. And I think that, like, I've always been into health. It's always been a passion of mine. Like, I remember doing, not Jane Fonda, but Kathy Smith videos when I was like 18 years old, with the leg warmers and the whole thing. And just like, it's just kind of fun to learn about this stuff because it really impacts your quality of life, particularly, 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus. And I think that, what I see here that is growing is so fun to watch. Well, first of all, I like to call, the team of people we work with our incredible shrinking team, because every time you see them, their hair is. I saw a picture of our friend Denise today. I was like, "Whoa, your hair and skin are on point, girl." It's just like people are just like transforming before my eyes. Um, but I think there's two types of people that come here, and people like us who were really into health because you had your weight loss journey. That was just kind of like my hobby, right? Like reading about recipes, reading about strength, reading about all that stuff. And then there's the people that maybe are just coming into that later in life and want to learn, and so they're able to hook up with someone like yourself who's going to go on that journey with them and support them through that. And just watching that here has been really beautiful. Well, I know you want to get ready for your cortisol thing, so we've got our winners. And if anybody here is interested in Kim's cortisol thing, please reach out to her. She's always ready there to support you. And if you haven't gotten your $10 yet, what are you waiting on? Everybody gets $10 right now. It's a gift from the company, and I just love that. And thank you all for joining. Kim, I will see you next week
Yes.
for episode number 5. You never know what's going to happen. It could be me taking pictures of a flattened boob pancake, or you just don't know what it is. We didn't even get to talk about the grounding. Let's talk about grounding next week because
Yes,
that helps with the cortisol.
it does. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.